Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in. Today we will be covering Microsoft enabling Anthropic models by default in Microsoft 365 Copilot, OpenAI announcing the retirement of the GPT-4o API, and Google positioning Gemini for mass adoption through search and Android. Starting things off, Microsoft made a significant move this week by turning on Anthropic models by default for most Microsoft 365 Copilot commercial users. This change went into effect on January 7th and marks a notable shift in how Microsoft is approaching its AI integrations. Rather than relying exclusively on OpenAI, Microsoft is now giving enterprise customers direct access to Anthropic's Claude models right out of the box within their Copilot experience. The integration applies to both Copilot chat and agent workflows, meaning users working with automated tasks and AI assistants will have access to Anthropic's capabilities alongside existing options. From a technical standpoint, Anthropic is now classified as a Microsoft subprocessor, which means the company falls under Microsoft's existing data protection terms. This is important for enterprise customers who need to track how their data flows through various AI systems. There are some regional distinctions worth noting. Customers in the UK and European Union will still need to opt in manually due to regional compliance requirements, but for most commercial users elsewhere, the change is automatic. Administrators who want to adjust these settings can do so through toggles that are now live in the M365 Admin Center. Rob Quickenden, writing on the Microsoft Partner blog, summed up the significance by saying, quote, "This makes Anthropic a first-class enterprise-grade option inside Copilot," end quote. Microsoft has not announced any pricing changes associated with this update, so existing Copilot subscribers get access to these additional model options at no extra cost. This multi-model approach gives organizations more flexibility in choosing which AI best fits their specific use cases. Moving on to OpenAI news, the company has officially notified developers that GPT-4o will be retired from the API on February 16, 2026. This notification went out on January 8th and gives developers a roughly 3-month window to migrate their applications to newer models, specifically the GPT 5.1 series. For context, GPT-4o originally launched back in May 2024 and was notable for being a unified multimodal model that could handle text, images, and audio in a more integrated way than previous versions. However, with the rollout of the GPT-5 series, usage of GPT-4o has been declining as developers have moved to take advantage of the improved capabilities in newer models. OpenAI stated in their API notice, quote, "We are consolidating around models that deliver better reasoning at scale," end quote. The company emphasized that GPT 5.1 offers higher reasoning performance at similar pricing to what developers were paying for GPT-4o, so the transition should not significantly impact costs for most applications. That said, developers who built applications specifically around GPT-4o's multimodal features will need to test their implementations with the newer models to ensure everything works as expected. This kind of model lifecycle management has become a regular part of building on top of AI APIs, and the 3-month transition window should give most teams adequate time to make necessary adjustments. Turning to Google, analysts are increasingly bullish on the company's AI positioning as Gemini continues to roll out across Google's massive distribution channels. The key story here is scale. Google has been integrating Gemini into search through AI overviews and across the Android ecosystem, which gives the model potential access to billions of users. What sets Google apart in this space is their end-to-end control over the entire AI stack. They build their own models, have access to enormous proprietary datasets, and control the distribution channels that put those models in front of users. This vertical integration is something competitors have a hard time replicating. Analysts are projecting that Gemini's user base could rival ChatGPT's at some point in 2026, largely because of this distribution advantage. When Gemini is baked directly into the products people already use every day, adoption becomes almost automatic. Beyond just raw user numbers, Google has been demonstrating practical monetization through features like AI Max for Ads, which uses Gemini to improve return on investment for advertisers. This focus on turning AI capabilities into actual revenue is notable because it shows the technology translating into business results rather than just impressive demos. Deepak Mathivanan from Cantor Fitzgerald put it bluntly, saying, quote, "Alphabet is the king of all AI trades going into 2026, end quote. The combination of cutting-edge models, unique data assets, and unmatched distribution creates a compelling position as AI becomes increasingly central to how people interact with technology." Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.